Listen, please like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel.
All my praises, 'cause he died for you and me.
Bringing awareness to domestic violence. You don't want to miss it, so tune in every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on Facebook. Let's talk.
And that's why I keep praising him, 'cause
Let's talk.
he's so amazing. Yes, he's amazing.
Please like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel.
Peoples. I am so excited about tonight. Well, I'm excited every Tuesday night, but I'm particularly excited tonight because this young lady that's coming on, I've known her, oh my God, pretty much kind of like all of our lives. And I'm excited to have her come on with me tonight to tell her journey. I know a little bit of it. I know that she is a cancer survivor. That's about as far as I know. So what you guys are going to be hearing tonight, I'm going to hear for the first time as well. This is her first time speaking about her journey in public like this. So this is her first platform. She's a little bit nervous, but I told her don't worry about it because y'all are my peoples. And we are very, very laid back here, very supportive, very encouraging. So when I bring her on, I want y'all to make her feel so welcome. Send her some waves and some hellos and all of that good stuff. Yeah, you're right, Latoya. Allergies right now is so bad. Pollen everywhere. But I haven't taken my allergy medicine probably in about a month. So it's my fault. So, but I got it now. I promise you. But I'm excited about her choosing my platform to tell her journey for the very first time. I know that there are some people that know of her journey and the insights and all that she went through. Um, but I am excited. Thank you, Sabrina, to have her come on here tonight. Um, so, like Sabrina said, if you don't mind, share the video, tag some friends, go to the YouTube channel, subscribe on there, WarriorShe Room. That is my YouTube channel. Hey, Dolores. So Jane, I call her Jane. Her name is Mary Jane Jeter. Like I said, she is a very, very, very close friend of mine. More like family. We are. And I am grateful and honored to have her come on with me tonight. So when she comes in, I need y'all to make her feel good. Um, so if you'll accept the invite and come on in the room with me. So y'all tell some friends we're getting started. Um, Tag them in here. Uh, share, share. She has a powerful testimony. So I sent her an invite. I'm just waiting for her to accept it. Hi, Perrin. How are you? I see some new faces in the room tonight. Um, welcome. For those of you who are here for the first time, I am Rebecca. I am Warrior She, along with some of my other Warrior She's that's in the house tonight. Um, I'm not getting an answer from Jane yet. Melody, text Jane to see if she is still in here. Jane, if it's easier for you to send me a request to add you in, then do that. Um, but I have a request out there to bring you in. Um, but like I was saying, this is a platform. There she is, where we allow people to come on and tell their journeys.
Hey,
Hey, Miss. Hey, gorgeous.
how are you?
I am wonderful. Hi, girl, you look just as gorgeous as ever.
Girl, please.
You are just, I think I've always thought you were so beautiful.
Oh, goodness. Thank you.
You are welcome. Pull the camera down a little bit so everybody can see that gorgeous face. There you go. See y'all, I told
Hi,
y'all,
everybody.
she is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, goodness.
What's going on, mama?
Oh, I feel like you with the allergies, honey.
Honey, let me
They
tell
are
you.
kicking my butt.
That thing had
Mm.
my ears and my throat, and today
Yes.
my nose started burning and
Yes.
itching. I hurried up and called the pharmacy. I'm like, y'all gonna have to have my medicine ready by the time I get off from work because I can't take it. Girl, the last couple of nights has been miserable.
I'm telling you, this thing is bad, man.
Girl,
All in my
yes.
throat and everything.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So we gonna pray for each other
Okay.
and we gonna get through this thing.
All right. I'm telling you.
Welcome, love. I am so excited to have you on with me tonight.
And I'm so excited to be here with you. I thank God for
This
you
is
asking me to do it.
this is a blessing for me.
Yes,
I know a little bit about. I know that you are a survivor. I just
yes, I
don't
am.
know the journey. Um,
Hmm.
and I do believe I know that it probably was a rough journey, but I thank
Oh,
God that He didn't allow the enemy to take you out.
oh, thank God. I thank God too. I'm telling you, I, I don't know where to begin, but all I can tell you, Rebecca, when the year of 2004, around the end of that year,
Pull your camera
I
down
started
some.
having,
Pull your camera down a little bit. There you go. There you go.
I started having um, real soreness underneath my breast,
Hmm.
and I was talking with one of my aunts. We was talking, and I was explaining to her what was going on. And I'm such a tomboy, I should love it. Whenever I'm changing my furniture around, I should always pushing it myself. Never ask for nobody to help me or nothing. So I thought maybe I just, bruised my arm or something. And so it just started paining me real bad and kept paining and paining, and I just overlooked it. And and so I was telling my aunt about it, and she said, "Well, maybe you hit, against something and didn't realize it." I said, "I don't know. I know it just really it hurts." And so I just finally made up my mind
Hold on a
around
minute,
about
Jane. Hold on a second.
okay,
I hate to interrupt, but Melody just posted something. She said Jane needs to turn her phone volume up. She wants you to turn your volume up. I don't think she can. They can hear
how
you.
about now?
I
I
can
got it
hear
way
you.
up.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly
Okay,
fine. Yeah, I can hear you
okay,
perfectly. Okay, let's keep going. Go ahead.
okay. Um, I start round about the month of February of 2005. I finally made my mind to go to a doctor to get it checked because I was working at the prison at the time, and it started really hurting me real, really, really bad. I couldn't hardly put a bra on. That's just how bad it hurt me.
Wow.
And so I said, you know what? I got to go to a doctor. I got to get this thing checked because something's not right. And so I went to the doctor, and he started asking me all these questions and everything. Asked me, do I drink coffee? I said, no. Do you eat a lot of chocolate? I said, yes, from time to time I do. So he, told me to ease up off of that. And then he recommended me to go to Dr. Moses for, get the biopsies and everything done and get my stuff checked. He didn't tell me at that time what was going on. I guess he was trying to be, sentimental. Well, anyway, when I started going to Dr. Moses' offices and everything, getting myself checked, had to keep going back and forth for the different biopsies to be done, taken. And so finally, when I had my scheduled appointment to come in to see him to see what the results were after the biopsies and everything, because they do a lot of poking and just trying to figure out what's going on with you. And my daughter, she went with me. And so while we was in the office, after he came back in and he said, Miss Jeter, I said, yes. He said, well, I have some news to tell you. And when he came out his lips and said that I have cancer, I was like, you know how you in a daze, like I was in shock. I'm like, huh? Me? And he said, yes, you have breast cancer. I said, okay. Only thing I remember doing at that time, I just started, I already know who God is and who he was in my life.
Right.
But at that time, it seemed like it was a whole totally different ball game for me. Earlier, let's go back 5 years ago. In the year 2000 of March, I lost my mother. My mother died. Okay, so I was dealing with that, and then, and then still other little stuff I was dealing with. And so at the time when he told me that I have cancer, all I could do, I couldn't cry at the moment. I couldn't cry nothing. Only thing I did, my daughter looked at me and I look at her, and he said, we're going to get through this. I say, yes. I say, we are. I'm just have to, right now, all I can do is leave it in God's hands. It's in his hands. And I was real scared. And all I could do, I just called on my family, my aunts, who was, my mom's sisters. That's all who I could call on, and told them what was going on. And one of my aunts, she told me, she said, look, you don't need to be afraid, and you don't need to worry. As long as you got God, you know who God is. You just have to go on your knees and pray and ask the Lord to help you through this, and he will. I said, yes, ma'am. And so at the time, that's what I did. I left it in his hands. I went through my surgery. I had to get a mastectomy. And at the time during the surgery, after I came through, my doctor asked me, Dr. Moses, I never forget it. He asked me, he said, do you have a little bit of stubbornness in you? I said, yeah. I said, why you asking me that question? And he said, the reason why I asked you that question, because when he started performing my surgery, I had 15 cancer cells in that breast. And out of 15 cancer cells, he said, it was like 5 of them were real cancerous and real bad. And he said that they didn't move when he cut me open. They stood in one spot. He said he never seen cells just stubborn. They just didn't move at all. And that was my fear, that once they, started cutting me open, they would spread through my body. But he said, your cells didn't budge. They just stayed there. And I'm like, wow. I said, well, my mom always told me I was stubborn like my dad. So, hey, I thank God for stubbornness today. I thank God for that stubbornness, because it's a time. And so I went through chemo, and that's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy to go through. That's not, when I tell you chemo is oof, It's not a good medicine at all. I had to go every other week for 24 weeks or 28 days or something like that. 24 days. And I had to go on a Tuesday. All my appointments were set on Tuesday, and I was going to Dr. Clowney's office, and they were giving my chemo and everything. After I finished doing the chemo, I was starting to feel real, draggy, like, but I couldn't get out of bed. Like if I did that Tuesday of that week, Thursday, I have no movement in my body. I'm just in bed, flat. Can't move or nothing. So I'm in bed, I'm sick, don't want to eat nothing. Everything tastes nasty. I don't have no taste at all. So my family tried to get me to eat food. I don't want it. I just couldn't do nothing but drink water and Gatorade and some crackers. I ate crackers a lot. I ate the crackers, but food-wise, I couldn't eat it at that moment. It have real bitter taste. It was just nasty. I mean, nasty. So I would be in bed all that from them days, from Tuesday to Thursday. I'm just out. Friday come, seemed like my whole burst of energy just come back into my body. I'm ready to go. Went through chemo. Like I said, get you sick. It really makes you real sick. It's something if you don't have to experience, please, I beg of you. Y'all, please, as us women, black women, check your bodies, babies. Check your bodies. I would have never thought I would have been going through what I went through. And at the time I was going through it, my first cousins, my girl's first cousin, all of them came to me and they said, cuz God knew who to place the disease on because you are a strong black woman, because they all said they couldn't handle it, how I handled it. I said, well, I know, I thank y'all for considering me as a stronger than y'all, but I think y'all could have handled it too, if God would have placed it upon you. It's just how you react to things what God placed in your lives. You have to either you're going to take it or you're going to leave it. So I just took it, I just asked God to give me the strength. And I always, I sing with the volunteers. And my girl Melody, she sung the song, Lord's in Your Hands.
Yes.
That song, I meditate on that song constantly in my mind, in my journey. That's the only thing kept me going. By meditating on that song and the words and just praying and giving God all the praise that God, this is in your hands. It's nothing I can do. It's in his hands. So I just meditate on that, and with the strength of my family, sticking beside me, I thank God for them. And then I had to go through radiation too also.
Wow.
It make you real weak. Everything that it does to your body, it makes you real weak. Radiation and chemo, it takes your body through a different levels. It's not good. It's not good. And you have to have a mindset to go through it. A lot of people can't handle it, as far as all the medication that's, within that chemo medicine that's go through your body. Because it's real. It's like it takes your bones, you know what I'm saying? Like inside your bones and everything. It's hard to explain.
I've heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah. It leaves like even afterwards, after you finish your treatments and everything, your body still go through different things, try to get back to normalness inside of you. They have you a little tingling in your bodies. It takes away your hair. some people get darker. It messes with your complexion and everything. It's a journey, honey. And I just, I thank God, that I'm still here. I thank God that He gave me a mind to go and do what I was supposed to have done. If I think I would have waited a little bit longer, I'd probably been worse. I probably wouldn't be here today, Rebecca, to really tell my story because of the cancer that I had in my body, in that one, you know what I'm saying? In that one breast. As women, we have to, I guess, by advocates, I listen to a lot of people, women that went through this, and, they say by you checking your breasts and everything, that's a monthly routine that we, as women, we have to constantly do to check our bodies because you never know what your bodies go through. And, I never in my life pictured myself going through, cancer. That's something to me like a bad word to even come, out of my mouth saying, I have cancer. Because no one in my family ever had. I mean, they have. After I went through, then a lot of my aunts and everything stepped up and said they had, like little biopsies and stuff done, early up in their years, but it wasn't like how I went through. I had to go through. But I just thank God that I'm able to still be here.
How many years did it take? How long did it take you in that journey? How long were you in it?
I got diagnosed in February of 2005 with cancer. And so now I'm a survivor of a total of 16 years now. This is my 16th year here surviving of breast cancer. And I think back in 2004, when everything started with me, because like I said, by the end of 2004, that's when I really started having the real soreness real bad within my body. With the, it was real tender underneath my arms. I couldn't hardly close my arms down. It was really affected me real bad. And that's when I finally made my mind to go to the doctor around about the first part of 2005. Like I said, I was working for the prison. I never forget it. And matter of fact, the lady who was my warden at the time told me she went through the same thing. So, it was a lot of people that was out there that was giving me a lot of encouragement and, recognizing what I have to go through and everything. So I think around about 2004, that's when it started through my body. I just didn't know. I didn't pay it no attention. Like I said, I thought I bumped myself. I thought the soreness would go away. Didn't realize that, that something inside your body can affect you that's just that bad. And then the doctor said it was like a size of when they removed the tumors, they were like a size of like a baseball type. Yes.
What?
Yes. Like golf balls. So you realize something like that inside of your body. And like I said, I couldn't put my arm down. When I tried to close my arm, like this, I couldn't. I had to
Oh
keep it
my.
like this. So it really hurts when I used to try to put my arm down, I couldn't place it down. I had to keep it up like that. And when I say it was, oof, I just don't
Oh
wish that on
my.
nobody. And that's why when I hear about, everyone who went through cancer, especially my breast cancer sisters, all my cancer survivors out there. It's unbelievable. With God's help and my strength, and I just thank God for it, that I went through it, and I'm still here to tell my story. I just thank God.
Do you have any? I know it's been a lot of years since you've been in remission, but I'm just
Yeah.
curious if after all of these years, do you still have any like side effects? from
Yeah,
going through the
every now
chemo
and
and the
then.
radiation?
I used to, while years back before, I used to have little, still little side effects of it, but it don't bother me like it used to bother me. Hmm.
Do you still take any medication
No,
for it?
I'm not on any medication.
No
I don't take
chemo, no
anything.
nothing.
Nope. After I
Wow.
went through the chemo, well, I went through them years back, and radiation, I didn't, after I completed all my sections and everything I went through, that was it. Only thing I had to keep doing was going back for my regular, the 6 months checkups and everything afterwards. I was going to Dr. Clowney, and he always told me to watch my weight. And I kind of let slip off a little bit on that, but I'm still trying to, handle that situation.
Yeah.
But he always tell me to watch my weight, don't get overweight if I can help it. Stay at a moderate weight because of my height and everything. And they tell me don't eat a lot of chocolate. Don't drink no caffeine, which I don't drink too many sodas anyway. I drink mostly water. If I drink soda, I drink a ginger ale. I love ginger ales.
Right.
And that's it. But I don't drink coffee anyway, so I tell them I never was a coffee drinker. But I just
When you
don't
were
know.
diagnosed, what
Oh,
stage was it?
I was stage 3.
Jesus.
Stage 3. Yes, ma'am. Stage 3.
Girl, you show enough a living testimony.
Yes, ma'am. I was stage 3. Yep. Yes.
Wow.
I thank him. I thank God. He's the only one I can give praises to. He's the only one deserves it. It was rough.
Because if I didn't know that you went through that journey, I think I heard about it. I think I came
Mm-hmm.
down in 2009 when Shondella
Oh,
was killed.
okay.
And you were over at the house, and I don't know how. I think you told me. I think we were talking because I was like, I haven't seen you in many years. And I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how it came up, but I don't know if it was you or somebody else told me that um,
Mm-hmm.
you had been diagnosed with breast cancer some years before.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, she don't look like she been through sickness at all.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I just, I, I don't know. I just like the scriptures say, you don't speak death, you speak life into
Yes.
yourself. So I just kept going. I wasn't going to quit. I
Mm,
mean, if if it was His will to be done, I wouldn't have no choice but to accept His will. If He would take me then and there, it was nothing I could do about it.
right.
But since that when I went through it and everything, I just kept pushing my way. I just kept pressing because hey, this is me. I got to go through this. I got to live. I want to live. I don't want to die. I mean, not till my time has come. Yes.
Yeah.
But while I was young, I was in my early 30s, mid
Mm,
30s when I got diagnosed. Yes. So I still have a lot to live for. I have my children. Still raising my kids. And everything. I had a lot to go for.
that is really young to be diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yes. 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 So, I was eager to go to do what I have to do. Like I said, if it
Wow.
wasn't for the grace of God giving me the mind to do what I'm supposed to do, and like I say, for my family, I thank God each and every day
Mm.
for them, sticking by me, you know, even down. I know y'all gonna get sick of me talking about her, but my girl Melody, she stuck through too.
Let me tell you something.
When I look around,
She
she
was
was
there.
there by me. She was there. Whatever I
Listen,
needed,
I feel you on that.
anything.
Melody
Yes.
Smalls, And
Yes.
Jane, I'm like you. I know people get tired of hearing me say this, but
Yes.
Melody Smalls is such a great system. She
Yes, she
is.
is.
She's one of those people.
She's
When you need her, or if she
she's
can do
there.
anything for you, she's there. And what I
She's
love the
there.
most about her is she's sincere
Hmm.
in it. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
If she can't do it,
Some
I have
people,
never once
she'll
ever
tell you.
heard her say yes. And when I was going through my, my cancer, my journey, she was always there for me. I I can remember the times when she even went on her trips. Every time she would go on a trip, she calling me, Jane, won't you come and go to this place with me? I'm like, Melody, I don't need to go. I'm ashamed. I wasn't like I was ashamed or anything. Like my hair was gone. I was wearing my own hair out, you know, and I'm like, it wasn't. That didn't even faze her, you know.
Not at all.
Let's go. She wanted me to live, let's go. And that was it. Like I used to tell you, I had to be down in the bed for 2 days, and then like that Friday come, I hop in my car and I'm gone. I just get in the car and just drive.
Mm.
Let's go. My aunt will see me coming down the road. She'll call me on the phone. She said, "Where you going?" I said, "I don't know. I'm just getting out of the house. I just got to go." And I just go. And I just praise God. I just praise God, Rebecca.
That is
It,
awesome.
yes, and like I say, I just thank God. I just thank God.
And for those of you that are on here right now, and you hear us talking about this girl, Melody Smalls, um, we we we're saying this because if you have the I say the privilege to know her, I mean really know her,
Yes.
and have her a part of your life, you would
Oh,
understand what we mean when we say what we're saying. I've known Melody
right.
all of my life. I mean,
Oh, yes, I
literally,
know.
literally from the cradle, I've known
Mm-hmm.
Melody. And there has not been one, I mean, literally not been one time that myself or my family has not called on her and she's told us
Right.
no. Um,
Okay.
I remember almost 10 and a half years ago when I first did my first benefit service,
Mm-hmm.
the Haiti Relief Service, and God told me to do a gospel service to
Right.
raise money and do it in South Carolina.
Yes,
I'm
you did
like,
that for
God,
me too. You
yeah,
did it
I was
for
like,
me.
God, I don't know.
Did
I
it
ain't
for
been in
me
the
too.
quartet industry in years. What do you mean? And of course, I was obedient. I immediately got on the phone and I called Mel
Mm-hmm.
and I told her what God had put in my spirit to do.
Right.
And I said, I don't know the groups down there, Melody. I don't know a place to have it. And she gave me names of groups. She
Right.
gave me the facility to have it.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Sis," I said, Mel, would you come and sing for me? I said, it's a benefit
Mm-hmm.
service, so there's no money. She said, sis, I don't need to hear any of that. All you need to do is
Oh, that's
tell me
right.
the date and the time and the place, and we're there.
Good.
And when I
That's
tell
good.
you, she has been the greatest support system for me in
Oh,
this
yes.
10 and a half years of
Mm-hmm.
doing what God has placed on me to do. And I tell
Yes.
her all the time, and I'll keep telling her, and I'll tell anybody
Uh-huh.
that's around me and that listens. This girl, when she loves you
She
and when
loves
she
you.
supports you, she that's just it. That's
That's
there's
it.
nothing. If she can't help you,
She's not going to help you. It's
exact.
just simple.
That's simple. If she can't do it,
It's
she'll
just
be the
simple.
first to say I can't. Um,
That's
but
right.
I kid you not, I have never. My mom passed. July
Uh-huh.
of 16. Melody was in Maryland. And when Melody
Okay.
got the word, y'all, we're not trying to get off of the subject, but I just want to paint a picture of this woman, but so people would know who we're talking about. She was in Maryland.
Exactly.
She was actually here when my mom died,
Uh-huh.
and she got the word, and she called me, and she said,
Uh-huh.
"Sis," she said, "I'm in Maryland." She said, "But let me know when the service is going to be, and I'll be
Right.
home."
That's her.
And my brother was like, call Melody and Myra them. We need them to sing with us. We got to sing for mommy. And I called her, called Myra, and I said, Mel, I know you're out of town. She's, I'll be home.
Right.
I'll be there. And we went to
That's
rehearse
her.
that night. I think the
Mm-hmm.
night before or something, we went to rehearse. Melody was in the building. She
That's
drove,
her.
if I'm not mistaken, she drove back to something by herself.
She probably did.
Yeah, she has.
No doubt.
There's never been a time that we've called this girl and she's told us no.
She don't know the word no.
She really don't.
I don't think that word's in her vocabulary.
She
I've
really
never
don't.
heard her say the word no. No.
Yeah, she's
Mm-mm.
an amazing. She is an amazing
Yeah.
person. So Melody, I
Yes, she
know that
is.
you're on here, and
Yes, I
I
see her on here.
love you.
Yes,
She
I
laughed and
love
told
you
me
too,
I
sis.
did.
Even
I
though she
know
be
she's right.
aggravating sometimes.
Now, yeah, yeah, that she will. But
Her
listen,
and
I
I
would
be the
trade her.
out.
I know y'all two do. I know y'all do. Y'all two like two peas in a pod. Y'all two are funny
Exactly.
up. Y'all are like
Look
two
here,
peas in a pod.
my family and all love her to death. They
I
already know when Melody is hit. When I even even to the time till I got back from Georgia, because I was in Georgia a whole year, and even to my arrival time back here to Sumter, everybody know once I get back to Sumter and get back with my girl, it's over.
you were in Georgia for this past year?
Hmm.
Really?
Yes, I was. My daughter had to go overseas, and I was doing grandma army duties. So
See,
yes,
that's right.
for a whole year.
That's awesome.
Yep, yes. And so when I returned back here to Sumter, and you know, that's it.
Y'all linked
God
up.
will link. Hey, we never unlinked. Even through when she was going through what she had to go through, I was still there. Like I told her, I can't be there with you physically, but spiritually in mind, I'm there in you. I'm
That's
there.
it. That's
Just
it.
just hold on.
Sometimes
It's gonna
that's
be
better
all
than
right.
being there in the physical because you know that person is praying
Exactly.
and holding you up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just thank God for each and everything, each for her as well, and my family for sticking beside me. Like I say, she stuck beside me through my journey. And I thank God for her
Wow.
day. You know, you have to have somebody sometime in your corner that's, a true friend to stick beside you like that.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a lot. I had to go through surgery and everything, and I thank God. It wasn't what I wanted, but hey, in order for me to be here, I had to do what I had to do, and I
Mm.
thank God for saving me, for saving me.
Girl,
I thank God
you a
for
living testimony for real.
I thank God for it, Becca.
There's so many people that have gone through that journey um
Yes, I know.
with diagnosed with stage 2
Yeah.
cancer and few years later it came back or they're
Right.
now still on medication
Right.
for it to the preventive medication
Yeah.
so that it wouldn't come back. And here it
Right.
is 16 years and you're not having
Yeah.
any side effects or no medication. That's powerful.
Yeah.
That is powerful. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's God all
I'm
by
telling you.
himself.
all my stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't have the insurance, like I used to have, when I was going back and forth to Dr. Klein's office and everything. So it's been a while since I've seen a doctor, for my regular checkup.
Mhm.
And, I thank God, that I'm taking care of my body, taking care of myself more better to this point where I'm at, you know, until I get to see a doctor again, but I have not have any. I still, check my other breast every month for any types of lumps or anything. I check every month for that. And let's thank God and keep it moving.
You get ready to make me make my mammogram appointment. I had my first one done at 42, and they called me
Hmm.
about a week later and told me to come back because they found something. So they had to do another test and
Right.
what you call it, I forgot what the thing is called. And then they said they found out I had what they call lumpy breast. And so like
Okay.
for about a year or two, couple of years, I had to go back like every 6 months
Hmm.
and do the mammogram to see
Right.
if what they saw was growing or anything, and it
Okay.
wasn't. Um, and then I was told that you don't have to do your mammogram every year or every 2 years, but it is
Right.
time for me to do one. And I gotta
It's
be
time for me
honest.
to.
I have to be honest. I'm kind of terrified because mammograms to me are nerve wracking,
Mhm. Yes, they are.
especially in a case like mine. It's like every
Hmm.
time I go, it doesn't matter what diagnosis center I go to. Every time I
Right.
go, they always call me back
Yeah. Oh,
and say,
really?
we need you to come back. And when I tell you that process it would mess your nerves up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like I know it's been past time for me to go have another one done.
Me
But
too.
I just gotta be honest, it's
Hey,
nerve wracking.
hey. Say like ask Mel. I got a saying for everything. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And
Right.
that's how I live.
But
If it
but
ain't broke,
we have and I work in the healthcare field, so I know
uh-huh.
better. So we have to as black women
Yeah.
we gotta understand that preventive measures is first starts with us getting
Okay.
checked. And
Okay.
I know I was just thinking about this actually last week
Uh-huh.
because I knew you was coming on, and I was just thinking about this, and I'm like, okay, Rebecca, you really need to go ahead and have another mammogram done. But Jane,
Right.
I am these mammograms work my nerves. First of all, they hurt.
Yes.
They really do hurt, but
Yeah.
they're so they're so nerve wracking. And
Yes.
I do my self exams like every day.
I was doing mine every day, but I stopped. It was running me crazy too. I like, I can't do this every day.
It's like every
So,
day I'm self checking. You know what I mean?
right.
Um, but yeah. So to my sister girls out there, listen, we got to get it done. I like everybody
Yeah.
else. I know that they're terrified, they're scary,
Yeah.
but we got to get them done.
We got to. We
I
got
had
to.
my first colonoscopy done. I think it was 2 years ago, two and a
Mm-hmm.
half years ago. And the doctor was
Okay.
looking at me. He was like, "Well, Miss Lynch, you should have had this like 8 years ago." And I'm like, "Huh?" And he was like,
I
"Yeah, you like really." And listen, I did all I could do to not have that thing done.
okay.
But I was having a procedure done for something else, and he was like, "Okay, while I'm in there, I have to put you to sleep anyway." Why don't
Mm-hmm.
you let me go ahead and do the coloscopy? And I'm like, but sir, um, but sir, and I'm sitting there trying to reason with this doctor, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, I don't want to go through that. Suppose you find something, you know what I mean?
Was
And so I finally had it done. I allowed him to do it. Then he comes in there after the procedure talking about with the screens. But I found this and right here, I don't know what, and here I am laying in the bed, half dozed up, looking at him like, what? You found what? Well, we don't know what it
yeah.
is. It's just weird looking, and we're gonna send it up for biopsy. When I tell you
And those
that
biopsies
man did
no joke. Them
what?
things. Oh my God. Oh,
I mean, it
if
came
I
back
could live through that,
nothing, but them things
ooh,
are terrifying.
them things are them little pinches. Ooh, I don't want to discuss that. Ooh, they
Honey,
hurt. Them things hurt. Them things.
but ladies, we must get them done. If
We
you're
must.
40 and over, go get your colonoscopy done. We need to have them done. And let's do our frequent, like
Yeah.
Jane said. What Jane said she does hers once a month. Me, I do myself breast exams every day. And
Okay.
I've been
I
doing
used
that
to do
for
it
you.
every day. I don't do it every day no
Girl,
more.
let me tell you, I've been doing that ever since
It,
that first
like you say, it's
mammogram.
nerve wracking. It's nerve wracking.
Ever since that first
I
one,
try to
I've
keep
been
my
doing them every
mind
day.
insane as much as possible if I can. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yes.
I have too much stuff going on trying to,
So when I
but
go when
I
I go to
did.
have my when I go to have my mammogram done, I'm not gonna go live from the diagnostic center, but I'm gonna go live and let my girls know that I did it, and to encourage some of our sisters to get on top of it and stay on top of it. I work in the healthcare field, and I'm very bad at that. I'm one of those people. I'm even very bad about going to the doctor.
Me
Unless
too.
I
I don't
really
like
can't
going to
help it.
doctor.
I don't like doctors. I don't
Right.
like medication.
I don't
I'm
take
just
nothing. I don't take nothing for a headache, Rebecca. If I get a headache, nothing.
I'll take my
I
allergy
don't like
medicine.
medicine.
I have to take allergy medicine now because my allergies have been so bad this last year and a half.
Right.
So I finally found this allergy medicine that actually works well for me.
Okay.
And I only take it when my allergies are feeling up like it is right now. And I don't.
Right.
I'm bad at medication. I don't take it every day. Um,
Mm.
but I'll take Tylenol if I need to because I have migraines.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
other than that, I bless God. I don't have to be on any medication,
I bless
and
God
I'm trying to
for you.
keep it that way. So I
Right.
need to go ahead and get my mammogram done.
All right. You'll make a
But
challenge of it.
yeah, we're gonna have to make a challenge. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all though. I'm a little scared. Yes, I said scared. I'm a little scared. Them things nerve wracking. But
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna put my big dog underwear on and I'm gonna go get it done. Lord
Hey,
Jesus.
gotta do what we got to do.
Yes.
Sometimes, you know, we, people just, we as women, we don't, we go through so much with our bodies, you know, and, and if you don't love yourself and take care of yourself, who's going to love and take care of you? Besides
That's
the
true.
good help of the good master. And it's just a lot that we have to do. And I'm, even for my sisters that have gone on that, that lost, well, I wouldn't say lost the battle to it, but they won. They fought hard to stay here with us, but, God has another reason, a calling for them to come on home with him. But we have to
I
take
got
care of
one sister
ourselves.
in particular in mind, and I still it's and you know where I'm getting ready to go. I still can't believe
I know.
that she's gone. Thelma, that
I know.
thing. I got when
Yeah.
when when she was diagnosed that last time, and you guys had that appreciation service for her. I took off from work and I was like, I gotta go down for this.
Mhm.
I said, I got to go. If that was one service that I, and I drove down by myself.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I drove down by myself because I was like, I got to be in something for that service to
Wow.
support her. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Um,
Yes.
and then when she lost, I say lost the battle here on earth, but she won
Right. But she
in
won.
glory. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
that messed me up really bad
Oh yes. It
for
did.
a minute. That one,
It
it
messed
just felt
up too.
so unreal to me.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
was like, man, this one hurts.
Yes. Oh
You
yes,
know,
it did. It
that
did.
right there was probably one of the baddest baritone singers in the world.
What you
Female
say?
baritone singers.
Yes.
I mean, and I know there's some talented people in this world, but I tell you what, I've not heard but a few female baritone singers
Right.
that can carry a baritone like that girl.
Oh yes. My sister had it. She had it.
Yeah, she's a
Yes.
bad girl.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah, but okay, guys, we're gonna encourage each other. We're gonna challenge each other. We're gonna get these mammograms done.
Hallelujah.
Y'all, please
Yes.
forgive me, but my allergies is trying to show out. But whatever, we're gonna keep
That's,
it moving.
yeah.
But
That's all right.
we're gonna challenge each other, and we're gonna get these mammograms done. We're gonna get these self breast exams done at least once a month. And those of you who are 40 and over, my
Yes.
sisters,
Please.
go make an
Yes.
appointment and get your colonoscopies done.
Yes.
The doctor
Yes.
told me, he said, for African American women, um, they recommend that, I think he said 45, you get your colonoscopy done.
Mm-hmm.
He said because early detection for black women with colon cancer is um, can be a preventive measure that will save your life. So that's
Right.
why he was like, you like 8 years late on your. No, I think I was almost about 10 years late in getting
Whoa.
it done. Yeah, he was like,
Right.
what? And I'm like, no. I said, first of all, I know that hurts.
Oh yes.
And he was like, well, you're not going to feel it because you're going to be asleep. I said, but when I wake up, I'm going to feel it. I said, don't sit here and try to tell me I ain't going to feel it because I am. Because I work in the healthcare field. I know I'm going to feel that bad boy when I wake up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But I did it. And I thank God that I did,
All right.
yeah.
That's good.
But thank
That's
you,
good.
love. I appreciate
You're
you
welcome.
coming on. This was an interview I was excited about.
Oh my goodness. It's not, I mean, hey, I wish I could tell more, but that's my journey. I thank
You
God.
told your journey, and it's gonna help somebody else and encourage
Oh
somebody
yes.
else to go get checked.
Please do. I mean, I was a little rough tumble. I was like a little, I was like, oh, Rebecca, I was a tomboy, really, truly. I
Yeah,
was a
me too.
tomboy.
Yeah.
I, I would challenge, I would jump on anything, push. I don't care. That's just me.
Wow.
I was just rough, and it's when when that happens to me, I was like, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
I
I was
can
like,
imagine.
whoa! I couldn't believe it. I believe I was more in shock than anything else. you know. And then I thank God, like I said for my aunts, I guess by nobody really broke down, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Like, saying that, I'm gonna die, they that wasn't what they in their mind at all. They say, who God is. We're gonna take this one day at a time, trust and
Mm.
believe in him, and that's all that matters. We're gonna stand there with you. We're gonna go on through this journey. Hey, what more can I ask for?
That's
I'm an
it.
only girl. I'm a mom's only daughter. I have two brothers. Only ones I can talk to is my aunts, her sisters who here, beside my daughter, you know what I'm saying? And any other females, I'm just the only girl in my
Right.
immediate family. You know what I'm saying? The rest of my cousins, they got sisters or whatever, stuff, but I didn't seem like I hope I'm not being selfish or anything, but when my mom died, you know what I'm saying? And when I seemed like I needed her to be here with me, you know what I'm saying?
That's not
To talk
selfish.
this, to talk this what I've been going through, you know what I'm saying? I it just took a toll on me. I just had to
Yeah.
buckle down, get myself together, But I did, like I said, I prayed and I just thank God and just ask him to hold my hand and let's go on through this journey. And I
That's
thank God
absolutely
for
not
everything.
selfish. Listen here, my mama be gone July this year, be 5 years. I was 52 years old when mommy left here. And
Uh-huh.
I tell people all the time, I felt
Mm-hmm.
like a child trying to learn how to live
Yes.
again.
Yes.
I
Yes.
literally, even to this day, it's gotten
Mm-hmm.
better. It's gotten a little bit easier, but
Oh, it gets.
this is a rough journey. When Mama get up out of here,
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
that right,
That's ball game.
life don't this.
Uh-uh.
I'm trying to say it
Mm-mm.
where people will understand.
Oh,
If you haven't lost your mother, you wouldn't know
you
what we're
don't
saying.
understand. Nope.
But once Mama is gone, it's like nothing
Mm.
seems right. Nothing looks the same.
Nope.
Nothing. Life changes forever.
It does. It does.
It
It does.
completely changes forever.
It does.
I was
And
52 years old with grandchildren when she left.
mm,
And instantly, I felt like
mm-hmm.
a 13, 14-year-old child again who needed her
Yeah.
mother for everything.
Yep. Yep. And see, my mom been gone now for 21 years.
Mm.
And of March 2000. And when her anniversary came around this year, and my brother wrote a post on Facebook, and it seemed like that whole day I couldn't get myself
Came back.
together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I was breaking down in tears the whole day,
Yeah.
trying to compose myself. You just don't know. It's it's
So to those of you who are on here that might see this video later, and I know with this show we probably going a little bit of everywhere, but we letting God do what He do. Listen, if you on here listening to us and you still got your mother in this place called Earth,
oh yes,
take
hallelujah,
it
God,
from us.
yes,
Love up on your mama.
mm,
If your relationship is not good with your mother, listen, you better put your
get it
pride
right,
to the side
yes,
and get that thing right.
get
Because
it
I am
right,
here to tell you that once mama get up out of this place called earth,
that's it,
your life will never, ever, ever be
it,
the same again. I had a friend of mine in 2017, and I'm not going to call her name, but she said to me, I was in Atlanta at her house, and she and I were talking one night, and she said to me, we were talking about me losing mommy. It was really fresh
mm-hmm.
at that moment. I'm talking about mommy had already been gone probably about 7 months. And she said to
Okay,
me, she said, sis, I didn't have the kind of mother you had. She
mm,
said, you had, good mother, your mother raised you in church, and she went in all of this stuff. Her mother wasn't
right,
that kind of mother. She said, but I
mm-hmm.
promise you, when my mother left, she said, I felt every bit of it. She said, when her mother
Yep,
passed away, she said, it
mm-hmm.
felt like her whole world just crashed.
Mm-hmm.
And what they let me know was no matter the relationship that you got with your mother, when mama leave this earth,
That's
you're
it.
going to feel it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're
You
going to feel it.
definitely gonna feel it.
Because you
Oh
got to think
yes.
about it. That's the person that God
That brought
granted
you in.
permission to bring you into the earth realm.
Exactly. Exactly.
How can you
And see,
not feel it if she leaves here?
true. That's the truth. That's the truth.
So if you
That's the
guys
truth.
still got your mother here, and now
My
my
mother's
dad
here.
is gone. I lost my dad June of last year. And when I tell you, I feel like a ship out in the middle of the ocean with no anchor.
Honey, I lost mine at age of 5. So my dad
Jeez.
been gone for so many years. My mom was our my mother and father. She raised us by
Mm,
herself. You
my
know.
Lord.
So, hey, that's why she gets all praises and glory to God to keep her till we got grown enough. That she didn't have to worry about us when she went on to glory. I
Mm,
thank God she left. Yeah,
yeah.
but she raised us by herself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like them strong mamas.
Well, what you say? That's what I'm built for.
Listen, that's it. That's why you was in Atlanta for that whole year.
I wasn't in Atlanta. I was on the other side of Savannah. I was in Hinesville.
Oh, okay.
Uh huh.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. My daughter's stationed at Fort Stewart. Yes.
That's awesome. But I love
Yes.
you, sis. I love you. I love
And
you.
I
I
love you
thank
too.
you for
I
joining me
thank you too for
tonight.
having me.
This has
No problem.
been an awesome, awesome night. Um,
Yes.
I think God just allow us to touch on some things.
Yes.
But I'm grateful. I'm honored that you chose my platform to tell your journey.
Well, I'm
Um,
thankful to you that you thought enough of me to
of
have me
course,
here to talk to you
of
about
course.
it.
I
I
was
thank
like,
God for
I
that.
meant to call you about a month ago, and I was sitting at work the other day, and I was like, I gotta inbox her because
Hmm.
I gotta get her on here to tell her journey.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I
I,
thank God that you said yes. Yeah.
I thank God too. I praise Him,
So
even though I was nervous the whole time.
October the 2nd, I'm doing a purple and pink masquerade ball. It's a black tie event
Oh,
for
okay,
domestic violence and breast cancer awareness month and something.
okay, oh, okay, all
Yeah.
right.
So you'll see the
Look
information
forward to
circulating
that.
soon on
Hopefully, nothing
Facebook.
happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So you'll see the information
Okay.
circulating on Facebook soon.
All right.
But
All
thank you,
right.
baby. I appreciate you.
Thank you too. I
All
love you
right,
too,
love.
baby.
Love you too,
Appreciate you
baby.
too.
All righty.
Love you too, baby.
Good
Take
night.
care. Good
All
night.
righty.
Bye bye.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Thank you, guys. I don't even know what time it is. I don't have my watch on. I might be ending a little early tonight. I don't know. But listen, early detection. Let's all do our part. As scared as I am and as terrified as I am of mammograms and all of that stuff, I am going to schedule my appointment and go get my mammogram because it's due. It's really due. So, ladies, let's get it done. Let's get it done. So y'all share the video, tags for friends. I appreciate y'all. To all y'all first time viewers tonight, we thank you for hanging out with us. We are here every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Next Tuesday, and I think last Tuesday I announced that my sister was going to be coming on with me. I had the two Mary Janes mixed up, but my sister is coming on with me next Tuesday night. So y'all be praying with me that she don't be trying to cancel next Tuesday night. Um, my big sis Mary Jane is gonna Pastor Reagan, that some of you know her of, is gonna come on hang out with us. She has a powerful, powerful testimony. I'm not gonna tell y'all anything about it because most people don't even know, and I'm gonna let her tell it. Whatever she feels God allows her to tell. So next Tuesday night, y'all come hang back out with us. Um, Once again, just a reminder that June the 12th. at the Black Cowboys Festival Ranch in Rembert. The anointed, powerful, anointed Brown sisters out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama is going to be in the house. That hard-hitting, anointed Sean Smith and her daughter Crystal and them two beautiful ladies back there with her. I can't remember their names, but let me tell you, all the women, some powerful women. They all, them singing anointed women. And then we got George Dickens and, oh God, George Dickens and the Gospel Disciples out of North Carolina. They're going to be in the house June 12th. We got my girls out of Cowpen, North Carolina. I call them VOH. They're going to kill me. Bad girls, anointed girls. Melody Smalls and them volunteers going to be in there. The spiritual caravans. Something going to be there. Powerful Rhonda McFadden and the spiritualists out of New Zion. I got my boys out of Florence. Y'all, it's on the tip of my tongue, and I done forgot the name of them already. I'm not looking at my flyer. Um, but they're out of Florence. Lawrence Scott and Ray McFadden and them boys, they're going to be in the house. So y'all come and hang out with us June 12th at the Black Cowboy Ranch Festival in Rembert. So you'll be hearing more about that leading up to June. So you guys go check out my YouTube page, WarriorShe Room on YouTube, and subscribe, and you can see all of the previous segments that we've had interviews all the way from August. They're all on the YouTube channel. So next Tuesday night, you guys tell somebody who can tell somebody who will tell somebody. Come, let's talk. See you guys next week. Good night.